What if I told you that the most significant moment in human history didn't begin with dramatic fanfare or presidential announcements, but with something far more subtle, a gentle electronic chime in the pre-dawn darkness of a Chilean observatory, where a lone astronomer noticed an unusual data point scrolling across her computer screen. A single pixel of light that shouldn't have been there, moving in a way that defied every natural explanation we understand about how objects behave in the cosmic void. This is the story of 3I/Atlas, and it may be the story of humanity's first confirmed encounter with intelligence from beyond our solar system. Picture that moment of discovery. Dr. Carmen Rodriguez, working the late shift at the Atacama Large Millimeter Array, watches streams of data flow across multiple monitors. The desert night is perfectly still, the air so clear that the Milky Way seems close enough to touch. She's been doing this work for 15 years, analyzing the subtle signals that reveal the secrets of distant galaxies and newborn stars. But on this particular night in July 2025, something appears in her data that makes her pause, lean closer to the screen, and feel her pulse quicken. The object moves too precisely, too deliberately. Its trajectory cuts through the gravitational fields of our solar system with mathematical elegance that seems almost choreographed, as if someone calculated every aspect of its journey with computational power beyond our current understanding. The preliminary data suggests it's traveling at speeds that should tear apart any natural formation, yet it maintains perfect structural integrity while executing maneuvers that would require technology we've only dreamed about. Dr. Rodriguez initiates the confirmation protocols, knowing that what she's observing could change everything we believe about our place in the universe. Within hours, observatories across 6 continents are tracking the object, and the data they collect becomes increasingly difficult to explain through conventional science. The visitor from interstellar space exhibits behaviors that challenge fundamental assumptions about what wanders between the stars. Harvard astrophysicist Dr. Avi Loeb, whose groundbreaking research into interstellar objects has already pushed the boundaries of astronomical thinking, examines the initial data with the careful scrutiny of someone who understands the profound implications of extraordinary claims. His calculations reveal statistical improbabilities so extreme that they demand consideration of explanations that extend far beyond natural phenomena. The trajectory alone represents odds so astronomical that they approach the realm of impossibility for random cosmic events. But this isn't a story about cold statistics or abstract scientific theories. This is about wonder, about the breathtaking possibility that we may be witnessing the arrival of intelligence that has traveled across the vast emptiness between stars to study our remarkable solar system. It's about the gentle pursuit of understanding that has always driven human curiosity and the peaceful approach to cosmic mysteries that reveals the most profound truths about our universe. The mathematical precision with which 3I/Atlas navigates our solar system suggests engineering capabilities that transcend our current technological paradigms. Every course correction occurs at exactly the optimal moment to maximize gravitational assists while minimizing energy expenditure. The object demonstrates real-time navigation calculations that account for the gravitational influence of multiple planets simultaneously, requiring computational abilities that process vast amounts of data to maintain perfect trajectory control. Consider the implications of such precision. Any civilization capable of executing interstellar missions would have necessarily solved challenges that currently seem insurmountable to human science. They would possess energy technologies that enable journeys lasting thousands of years, materials science that creates structures capable of withstanding cosmic radiation and micrometeorite bombardment, and artificial intelligence systems sophisticated enough to manage autonomous operations across timescales that span multiple human generations. The peaceful nature of the visitor's approach becomes particularly significant when we consider alternatives that advanced technology could enable. A civilization with the capability for interstellar travel would possess weapons and destructive capabilities beyond our ability to defend against. Yet 3I/Atlas maintains trajectories that ensure safe distances from inhabited worlds while conducting what appears to be careful scientific observation. This restraint suggests intelligence that operates with wisdom and ethical consideration rather than conquest or exploitation. The timing of the discovery adds layers of meaning to an already extraordinary event. Humanity currently stands at a unique threshold in our development as a technological species. We have established permanent presence in space, developed instruments capable of detecting and studying interstellar visitors, and begun serious planning for missions that will establish our own presence on other worlds. This transition from purely planetary to spacefaring civilization represents a natural moment for contact with galactic community, if such a community exists. The astronomical community's response to 3I/Atlas demonstrates humanity's growing capacity for international cooperation on challenges that transcend national boundaries and political divisions. Observatories from Chile to Hawaii, from South Africa to Spain, coordinate their efforts seamlessly to ensure continuous monitoring of this unprecedented visitor. Radio telescope arrays listen for artificial signals while optical instruments capture every detail of surface structure and rotational behavior. Amateur astronomers contribute significantly to this global observation effort, using modest backyard telescopes to provide additional data points and redundant confirmation of professional observations. This democratic participation in potentially history-changing discovery reflects our species' inherent curiosity and commitment to shared understanding of cosmic mysteries. The discovery belongs to all humanity rather than any single institution or nation. The electromagnetic signatures detected from 3I/Atlas reveal complexity that challenges natural explanations. Spectroscopic analysis shows materials and molecular arrangements unknown in any catalogued natural formation, suggesting either exotic physical processes or engineered substances designed to survive the harsh environment of interstellar space. The infrared emissions indicate internal heat sources that remain active despite the object's distance from solar heating, possibly powering technological systems that maintain optimal conditions for sensitive equipment. Radio telescope monitoring has detected brief structured transmissions that appear artificial in origin but remain too weak for detailed analysis. These signals occur at frequencies that suggest deliberate communication rather than random electromagnetic phenomena, with mathematical patterns that hint at information content despite being too faint to decode using current technology. The signals may represent internal communications between different systems aboard 3I/Atlas, coordination messages between artificial intelligence networks managing various aspects of a reconnaissance mission. As we embark on this exploration together, we join a community of curious minds who approach cosmic mysteries with wonder rather than fear, seeking understanding rather than sensation. The story of 3I/Atlas unfolds against the backdrop of humanity's ancient desire to know whether we are alone in the universe, and it may provide the answer that transforms our understanding of consciousness, intelligence, and our role in the grand narrative of cosmic evolution. The numbers tell a story that challenges everything we thought we knew about how objects move through space. When Dr. Elena Marchetti first ran the trajectory calculations for 3I/Atlas through the European Southern Observatory's most sophisticated modeling software, she assumed there had been an error in the data. The mathematical precision of the object's path seemed too perfect, too calculated, to represent a natural phenomenon drifting randomly through the cosmic void. She ran the calculations again, then a third time, each iteration confirming what seemed impossible. 3I/Atlas was executing a trajectory that would allow it to conduct close passes of Venus, Mars, and Jupiter with gravitational timing so precise that the probability of such alignment occurring naturally measured less than 0.2%. To put this in perspective, imagine rolling a pair of dice and achieving the same specific combination 20,000 times in consecutive throws. That level of improbability demands extraordinary explanation. the object's velocity presents equally puzzling characteristics. At 137,000 miles per hour, it moves fast enough to escape the gravitational influence of any single planetary body, yet maintains perfect structural cohesion despite forces that should fragment or deform natural asteroids and comets. The kinetic energy involved in maintaining such velocity while executing precise course corrections would require propulsion systems operating on principles beyond current human understanding of physics. Dr. Marchetti's colleague, Dr. James Chen from the California Institute of Technology, contributed additional analysis that deepened the mystery. His calculations revealed that 3I/Atlas had been subtly adjusting its trajectory throughout its journey into the inner solar system, making micro-corrections that optimized its approach angles to multiple planetary targets. These adjustments occurred with timing precision that accounted for gravitational perturbations from objects millions of miles away, suggesting navigation capabilities that process extraordinary computational complexity in real time. The rotational characteristics of 3I/Atlas provide another layer of anomaly that distinguishes it from every natural object previously observed. Natural asteroids tumble chaotically through space, their rotation patterns reflecting the random impacts and gravitational encounters experienced during billions of years of cosmic wandering. But Hubble Space Telescope observations reveal that 3I/Atlas maintains perfect rotational stability, spinning with mechanical regularity that suggests internal gyroscopic systems or attitude control mechanisms. Surface imaging reveals geometric patterns and reflective patches that appear too regular and purposeful for natural formation. These features show bilateral symmetry and mathematical relationships that echo engineered design rather than random geological processes. The reflectivity characteristics change in coordinated patterns as different surface areas rotate into solar exposure, behavior that could indicate active systems responding to varying energy input from sunlight. Spectroscopic analysis conducted by the James Webb Space Telescope identifies molecular signatures that don't match any known natural materials. The carbon dioxide emissions detected around 3I/Atlas measure 8 times higher than any previously observed comet, with isotopic ratios that suggest artificial production or processing rather than natural outgassing from primordial ice deposits. These unusual emissions could indicate atmospheric processing systems or fuel production facilities operating within the object. The size estimates for 3I/Atlas place it in a category of interstellar objects never before encountered. Measuring somewhere between 3.5 miles and 15 miles in diameter, it represents the largest confirmed visitor from beyond our solar system. This enormous size would require extraordinary structural integrity to survive intact during interstellar travel, suggesting either exotic natural formation processes or engineered construction using materials and techniques beyond current human capabilities. Dr. Jennifer Brenner from UC Berkeley, whose research focuses on the composition and behavior of interstellar objects, notes that the radiation exposure patterns detected on 3I/Atlas indicate a journey through regions of space with energy levels far exceeding what natural comets typically experience. This suggests either passage through unusually active stellar regions or artificial shielding designed to protect sensitive internal systems during millennial-long journeys between star systems. The electromagnetic properties of 3I/Atlas present additional anomalies that challenge natural explanations. Magnetometer readings from various spacecraft monitoring the object detect organized magnetic field patterns that suggest internal electromagnetic generation rather than passive interaction with solar wind. These field patterns show structural organization and directional control that could serve multiple purposes, including communication systems, navigation aids, or protective shielding for delicate technological components. Radio telescope observations have detected polarized emissions from 3I/Atlas that occur in regular cycles corresponding to its rotational period. These emissions show frequency characteristics and modulation patterns that suggest artificial generation rather than natural electromagnetic phenomena. The power levels and coherence of these signals indicate transmission systems operating with efficiency levels that exceed current human radio technology. Gravitational monitoring stations throughout the solar system have recorded subtle anomalies in local space-time geometry as 3I/Atlas passes through different regions. These gravitational signatures suggest mass distribution patterns within the object that differ significantly from solid natural bodies. The data indicates internal structures with varying density zones, possibly representing compartmentalized sections, rotating components, or hollow spaces that could accommodate technological systems or operational facilities. The thermal characteristics of 3I/Atlas provide yet another layer of evidence supporting artificial origins. Infrared observations reveal heat distribution patterns that remain active even when the object is too distant from the sun for significant solar heating. These internal heat sources show temperature gradients and cycling patterns consistent with active thermal management systems rather than random heat retention from earlier solar exposure. Trajectory analysis reveals that 3I/Atlas originated from the thick disk region of our galaxy, an area dominated by older stellar populations, where advanced civilizations would have had billions of additional years to evolve beyond current human technological capabilities. The journey time from the nearest potentially habitable systems in that region would span thousands of years, requiring technology capable of maintaining operational status across timescales that challenge our understanding of engineering permanence. The deceleration patterns observed as 3I/Atlas approaches the inner solar system show controlled velocity adjustments that optimize energy efficiency while ensuring precise timing for planetary encounters. These maneuvers demonstrate propulsion capabilities that produce no detectable exhaust signatures, suggesting advanced reaction systems that manipulate space-time geometry directly rather than relying on conventional reaction mass expulsion. Seismic monitoring equipment, sensitive enough to detect gravitational waves, has recorded unusual oscillations corresponding to 3I/Atlas's passage through gravitationally sensitive regions of the solar system. These oscillations show patterns that suggest the object is actively probing local gravitational fields, possibly conducting detailed surveys of planetary masses and internal structures using techniques that remain beyond current human scientific capability. The mathematical models required to explain 3I/Atlas's behavior through purely natural processes require assumptions about physical conditions and formation mechanisms that have never been observed elsewhere in the universe. The combination of size, trajectory precision, structural integrity, electromagnetic activity, and thermal management represents a convergence of characteristics so unlikely that the probability calculations stretch beyond meaningful statistical analysis. Each additional observation strengthens the case that 3I/Atlas represents something unprecedented in human astronomical experience, whether through exotic natural phenomena or artificial construction. The accumulating evidence suggests we are witnessing either the most remarkable coincidence of physical properties ever documented, or our first encounter with technology created by intelligence that has mastered interstellar travel and reconnaissance. Before we venture deeper into the extraordinary implications of what we're discovering together, you've chosen to spend your precious time exploring one of the most profound questions facing humanity. And in doing so, you've joined a remarkable community of minds that spans every corner of our planet. This isn't just another video you're watching. This is a shared journey into cosmic mystery, a collective exploration of possibilities that could reshape our understanding of intelligence throughout the universe. Whether you're listening during your morning commute in Tokyo, watching the sunset from your apartment in Sao Paulo, or settling in for the evening in a small town in Montana, you're part of something special. You're part of a global community united by curiosity, wonder, and the peaceful pursuit of knowledge that represents humanity at its finest. If you find peace and excitement in exploring these gentle mysteries of space, please take a moment to like this video, Your support helps us continue creating these deep, contemplative explorations of science and wonder. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me where you are listening from, what time it is in your part of the world, and what aspect of cosmic exploration brings you the most sense of awe and possibility. Are you watching from a bustling city where the stars are hidden by light pollution, yet your imagination soars toward distant galaxies? Are you in a rural area where you can step outside and see the Milky Way stretching across the darkness, making you feel connected to the vast cosmos that surrounds us? Whether you're a student of astronomy, a parent sharing wonder with your children, or someone who simply finds solace in contemplating the infinite reaches of space and time, your presence here matters. The peaceful approach we take to these cosmic mysteries reflects something profound about human nature. When faced with the unknown, we have a choice. We can respond with fear, building walls and preparing for conflict, or we can respond with curiosity, extending our hands in friendship and opening our minds to possibilities that expand our understanding of what it means to be conscious beings in an infinite universe. This choice echoes throughout the story of 3I/Atlas itself. If this mysterious visitor truly carries observers from another world, their approach demonstrates the same peaceful curiosity that drives our exploration today. They maintain safe distances, conduct careful observations, and seem to respect our autonomy while satisfying their own scientific curiosity about our remarkable solar system and the blue world where consciousness first learned to contemplate the stars. The scientific community studying 3I/Atlas embodies this same spirit of peaceful exploration. Researchers from dozens of nations share their data freely, collaborate across political boundaries, and work together toward the common goal of understanding something that belongs to all humanity rather than any single country or institution. This international cooperation in pursuing cosmic knowledge shows us at our best, demonstrating the collaborative potential that could serve us well if we do indeed stand on the threshold of contact with galactic civilization. Think about the moment when you first became fascinated by the possibility of life among the stars. For many, it begins in childhood, lying on grass on a summer night, staring up at points of light and wondering if someone might be looking back. That sense of wonder doesn't diminish with age or education. If anything, the more we learn about the universe, the more remarkable it becomes, and the more profound the questions we find ourselves asking. The gentle rhythm of scientific discovery mirrors the natural cycles that connect us to cosmic forces operating on scales both intimate and vast. The same gravitational relationships that guide 3I/Atlas through our solar system also keep our feet planted firmly on Earth while our planet dances its eternal orbit around the Sun. The electromagnetic forces that might power advanced alien technology also generate the aurora displays that paint our polar skies with streams of colored light. We live in an extraordinary time for cosmic exploration. Never before in human history have we possessed instruments sensitive enough to detect and study visitors from interstellar space. Never before have we been able to coordinate global observation campaigns that unite researchers across every continent in pursuit of answers to questions that have fascinated our species since we first recognized ourselves as one world among many orbiting distant stars. Your interest in these cosmic mysteries connects you to an unbroken chain of human curiosity that stretches back through every generation of star watchers who came before us. The same sense of wonder that drives your interest in 3I/Atlas also motivated ancient astronomers who charted the movements of planets, medieval scholars who preserved astronomical knowledge through dark ages, and modern scientists who built the instruments that make today's discoveries possible. The questions we explore together touch the deepest aspects of human experience. What does it mean to be conscious in a universe that might be populated by intelligence far exceeding our own capabilities? How should we prepare ourselves, psychologically and spiritually, for the possibility that we are not alone? What responsibilities come with cosmic citizenship if we are indeed invited to join a larger community of aware beings scattered throughout the galaxy? These aren't abstract philosophical exercises. They're practical considerations for a species that may be approaching its first confirmed contact with alien intelligence. The way we process these possibilities, the emotional and intellectual frameworks we develop for understanding our place in a populated universe, will shape how we respond when the moment of confirmation arrives. The peaceful contemplation we practice together serves as preparation for whatever revelations await discovery. By approaching cosmic mysteries with wonder rather than fear, curiosity rather than defensiveness, we develop the emotional maturity that would serve us well in any contact scenario. We demonstrate our readiness for cosmic citizenship through the very process of exploring these possibilities with open minds and generous hearts. I'm deeply grateful for your presence in this exploration, for your willingness to spend time contemplating questions that stretch the boundaries of human understanding. Together, we're not just learning about 3i/Atlas and the implications of its mysterious behavior. We're practicing the kind of thinking, the quality of wonder, and the collaborative spirit that represents humanity's best preparation for whatever cosmic adventures await us among the stars. Whether 3i/Atlas ultimately proves to carry alien observers or represents an exotic natural phenomenon beyond current scientific understanding, our shared exploration of its mysteries has already accomplished something valuable. We've experienced the joy of cosmic curiosity, the satisfaction of careful analysis, and the connection that comes from pursuing wonder in the company of fellow travelers through the infinite reaches of space and time. Subscribe to join us for more peaceful explorations of the universe's most fascinating mysteries, and ring the notification bell to ensure you never miss these gentle journeys into the heart of cosmic wonder. When Dr. Avi Loeb first published his analysis suggesting that interstellar objects might represent artificial technology rather than natural phenomena, the astronomical community reacted with the cautious skepticism that characterizes rigorous scientific discourse. But the arrival of 3i/Atlas has transformed theoretical speculation into urgent practical consideration, forcing serious scientists to grapple with possibilities that were once relegated to the realm of science fiction. Dr. Loeb's approach to the 3i/Atlas mystery exemplifies the highest standards of scientific inquiry. Rather than making dramatic claims based on preliminary observations, he methodically analyzes every aspect of the object's behavior using the same mathematical frameworks that govern all astronomical research. His calculations reveal anomalies so significant that they cannot be dismissed through conventional explanations, demanding consideration of hypotheses that stretch the boundaries of accepted scientific thinking. The peer-reviewed research emerging from Harvard's astronomy department presents a compelling case for artificial origins that rests on multiple independent lines of evidence. The trajectory analysis alone demonstrates statistical improbabilities that challenge random cosmic processes, while the electromagnetic signatures suggest active technological systems rather than passive natural phenomena. When combined with the object's size, structural integrity, and rotational characteristics, these anomalies create a convergence of evidence that points toward deliberate engineering rather than chance formation. Dr. Loeb's collaboration with international colleagues has produced mathematical models that explore how an advanced civilization might design interstellar reconnaissance craft to appear natural while conducting detailed surveys of target solar systems. These theoretical constructions demonstrate that camouflage technology represents the most logical approach for civilizations seeking to study developing species without causing disruption or panic among planetary populations not yet ready for formal contact. The Harvard research team's analysis of 3i/Atlas's propulsion characteristics reveals behavior patterns consistent with controlled spacecraft rather than objects subject purely to gravitational forces. The micro-adjustments in trajectory occur with precision timing that optimizes energy efficiency while ensuring accurate positioning for multi-planetary observation missions. Such navigation sophistication would require computational capabilities that process gravitational interactions across vast distances and timescales. Dr. Sarah Martinez, a theoretical physicist working with Dr. Loeb's team has developed models explaining how advanced civilizations might achieve interstellar travel without violating known physical laws. Her research suggests that technology capable of manipulating space-time geometry could enable faster-than-light travel while appearing to external observers as conventional motion through normal space. Such propulsion systems would explain how 3I/Atlas maintains its trajectory without detectable reaction mass or energy signatures. The materials science implications of Dr. Loeb's research extend far beyond astronomy into fundamental questions about the limits of engineering possibility. The structural integrity demonstrated by 3I/Atlas during high-velocity interstellar travel would require materials and construction techniques that transcend current human technological capabilities. Advanced civilizations would necessarily develop manufacturing processes that create self-maintaining structures capable of operating reliably across journeys lasting thousands of years. Harvard's computational analysis of communication possibilities explores how alien reconnaissance craft might transmit data back to their civilizations of origin. The brief, structured signals detected from 3I/Atlas show characteristics consistent with highly compressed information transmission, using protocols that achieve maximum data transfer with minimal energy expenditure. Such communication efficiency would be essential for spacecraft operating at vast distances from their home systems. Dr. Loeb's research into the psychological and sociological aspects of interstellar exploration suggests that advanced civilizations would approach contact with developing species using gradual revelation rather than dramatic announcement. The careful, methodical approach demonstrated by 3I/Atlas aligns perfectly with protocols that allow target civilizations to discover visiting intelligence through their own scientific instruments, respecting autonomy while satisfying scientific curiosity about planetary development. The Harvard team's analysis of deployment possibilities explores how 3I/Atlas might serve as a mothership for smaller reconnaissance craft designed to conduct detailed surveys of Earth, Mars, and other bodies throughout the solar system. The object's size and apparent internal complexity would accommodate manufacturing facilities capable of producing specialized probes tailored for specific observational missions, each designed to remain undetectable using current human technology. Theoretical models developed by Dr. Loeb's colleagues explore the energy requirements for maintaining technological systems during millennial-long journeys between star systems. Advanced civilizations would necessarily develop power generation methods that operate independently of stellar energy sources, possibly using controlled fusion reactions, antimatter conversion, or exotic energy extraction techniques that remain beyond current human understanding. The Harvard research addresses fundamental questions about the prevalence of intelligence throughout the galaxy and the likelihood that technologically advanced species would develop interstellar exploration capabilities. Statistical analysis based on current exoplanet discoveries suggests that habitable worlds exist in sufficient numbers to support multiple technological civilizations, some of which would inevitably achieve the capability for interstellar travel and reconnaissance. Dr. Loeb's investigation into the timing of 3I/Atlas's arrival reveals correlations that strengthen the case for artificial origins. The object's approach coincides with humanity's transition from purely planetary to spacefaring civilization, a developmental threshold that would naturally attract attention from galactic observers monitoring the emergence of new technological species. Such timing suggests deliberate coordination rather than cosmic coincidence. The Harvard analysis of detection methodologies explores why previous interstellar visitors might have escaped recognition by earlier generations of astronomers. The instruments required to identify artificial characteristics in fast-moving objects from interstellar space have only recently achieved sufficient sensitivity and resolution to distinguish engineered features from natural formations. 3I/Atlas may represent humanity's first opportunity to study alien technology with equipment sophisticated enough to recognize its artificial nature. Dr. Loeb's research team has developed protocols for confirming artificial origins that balance scientific rigor with the extraordinary implications of positive identification. These methodologies require multiple independent confirmations using different observation techniques while maintaining the highest standards of evidence that would convince the broader scientific community of such momentous conclusions. The mathematical frameworks emerging from Harvard's research provide templates that other institutions worldwide can use to analyze similar objects that may appear in the future. Loeb's approach establishes standardized criteria for distinguishing between exotic natural phenomena and artificial technology, creating analytical tools that prepare humanity for systematic study of additional interstellar visitors. The collaborative nature of the Harvard research demonstrates how extraordinary claims require extraordinary cooperation among scientists who might normally compete for recognition and resources. The 3I/Atlas investigation brings together experts in astrophysics, materials science, computational analysis, and theoretical engineering to address questions that no single discipline could answer independently. Dr. Loeb's willingness to seriously consider artificial explanations for 3I/Atlas reflects the intellectual courage required for paradigm-shifting scientific discovery. His research acknowledges that the universe may be far stranger and more populated with intelligence than conventional thinking assumes, while maintaining the methodical approach that distinguishes legitimate scientific inquiry from sensational speculation. The Harvard team's ongoing analysis continues to refine understanding of what 3I/Atlas represents and what its presence might mean for humanity's future relationship with galactic civilization. Their work provides the theoretical foundation for interpreting whatever revelations emerge as this mysterious visitor continues its carefully calculated journey through our solar system, approaching the moment when its true nature may finally be confirmed through direct observation of technological activities. The engineering challenges involved in constructing a spacecraft capable of surviving intact during interstellar travel stretch beyond anything attempted in human technology. Consider the fundamental requirements: structural materials that maintain integrity across temperature variations spanning hundreds of degrees, radiation shielding that protects delicate systems from cosmic ray bombardment lasting millennia, and propulsion systems that operate reliably after thousands of years in the vacuum of space, without any possibility of external maintenance or repair. 3I/Atlas demonstrates solutions to each of these challenges that transcend current human engineering capabilities. The object's apparent immunity to structural degradation during high-velocity interstellar travel suggests materials science advances that create substances stronger and more resilient than anything in our current technological arsenal. Advanced civilizations would necessarily develop manufacturing techniques that produce self-healing materials capable of repairing micro-damage from meteorite impacts and radiation exposure. The propulsion technology implied by 3I/Atlas's behavior represents perhaps the most remarkable engineering achievement in the observable universe. Conventional rocket propulsion creates obvious exhaust signatures that would be easily detectable by infrared and radio telescopes, yet this mysterious visitor shows no such emissions despite clearly maneuvering under its own power. The absence of detectable reaction mass suggests propulsion systems that manipulate fundamental forces rather than relying on conventional action-reaction principles. Dr. Michael Torres, a propulsion specialist at the European Space Agency, has developed theoretical models explaining how advanced civilizations might achieve reactionless drive systems by manipulating the quantum vacuum or local gravitational fields. Such technology would appear completely silent to external observers while providing precise control over velocity and trajectory. The energy requirements for such systems would necessitate power generation methods that dwarf current human energy production by factors of millions. The internal architecture of 3I/Atlas likely incorporates engineering principles that maximize functionality within the constraints of interstellar travel. Advanced civilizations would develop construction techniques that create multi-purpose systems where every component serves multiple functions to minimize mass while maximizing operational capability. The apparent size of the object suggests internal volume sufficient to accommodate manufacturing facilities, scientific laboratories, communication systems, and possibly biological specimens collected during its long journey between star systems. Thermal management systems capable of maintaining optimal operating temperatures for sensitive technology across the temperature extremes of interstellar space would require engineering sophistication that transcends current human understanding. 3I/Atlas demonstrates active thermal regulation that remains effective even when the object operates far from stellar energy sources. Such systems might utilize controlled fusion reactions, radioactive decay processes, or exotic energy conversion techniques that extract power from the quantum vacuum itself. The communications technology implied by the structured signals detected from 3I/Atlas suggest information processing capabilities that compress vast amounts of data into extremely brief transmissions. Advanced civilizations conducting reconnaissance across multiple star systems would require communication protocols that convey detailed scientific observations and operational status using minimal transmission time and energy. Such efficiency would necessitate data compression algorithms and signal processing techniques that approach theoretical limits of information theory. Navigation systems capable of maintaining precise trajectory control across interstellar distances would require computational power that processes gravitational interactions involving countless celestial bodies while accounting for stellar motion, galactic rotation, and relativistic effects. The mathematical complexity involved in calculating optimal paths between star systems spans timescales and distance ranges that challenge human comprehension. 3I/Atlas demonstrates navigation precision that suggests real-time processing of astronomical data using artificial intelligence systems far exceeding current human computational capabilities. The electromagnetic field manipulation demonstrated by 3I/Atlas indicates engineering mastery over forces that remain barely understood by human science. The organized magnetic field patterns detected around the object suggest active electromagnetic control systems that might serve multiple purposes, including communication, navigation, and protection from charged particle radiation. Such field generation would require energy management and electromagnetic engineering techniques that represent centuries or millennia of advancement beyond current human technology. Manufacturing capabilities aboard an interstellar reconnaissance craft would necessarily incorporate automated systems capable of producing replacement components, specialized scientific instruments, and smaller reconnaissance probes tailored for specific observation missions. The apparent internal complexity of 3I/Atlas suggests manufacturing facilities that operate with molecular-level precision, possibly using programmable matter or self-assembling materials that respond to electromagnetic control signals. Life support systems designed for journeys lasting thousands of years would require closed-loop ecological engineering that maintains perfect balance between resource consumption and regeneration. If 3I/Atlas carries biological observers, its life support technology would represent biological engineering capabilities that create perfectly sustainable ecosystems within artificial environments. Such systems would regulate atmosphere, water recycling, waste processing, and food production with efficiency levels that approach theoretical limits of thermodynamic possibility. Artificial intelligence systems managing the operations of an interstellar reconnaissance craft would require cognitive capabilities that exceed human intelligence by orders of magnitude. These AI networks would need to make autonomous decisions across centuries of operation while maintaining mission objectives and adapting to unexpected conditions encountered during interstellar travel. The coordination required between multiple AI systems managing different aspects of spacecraft operations would necessitate communication protocols and decision-making hierarchies of extraordinary sophistication. Sensor technology capable of conducting detailed scientific observations from vast distances would require detection sensitivity and resolution that transcend current human instrumentation by factors of thousands. Advanced reconnaissance systems would necessarily incorporate electromagnetic sensors, gravitational detectors, and possibly exotic sensing methods that analyze quantum field fluctuations or dimensional variations beyond the three spatial dimensions of ordinary experience. The self-maintenance systems required for millennial-long operations would incorporate diagnostic capabilities that predict component failure, repair systems that operate at molecular levels, and replacement manufacturing that recreates worn components using raw materials scavenged from cosmic dust and solar wind particles. Such engineering would blur the distinction between biological and technological systems, creating spacecraft that exhibit characteristics of living organisms capable of growth, adaptation, and self-repair. Power distribution systems managing energy flow throughout a massive interstellar craft would require electrical engineering techniques that minimize energy loss while providing precisely regulated power to thousands of different operational systems. Advanced civilizations would develop energy management protocols that optimize power allocation based on mission priorities while maintaining emergency reserves sufficient to ensure survival during unexpected power generation failures. Structural engineering capable of maintaining integrity across the mechanical stresses of high-velocity space travel would require architectural techniques that distribute forces throughout the entire spacecraft structure. The apparent stability of 3I/Atlas during rapid velocity changes suggests engineering that creates spacecraft more resilient than any structure ever built by human civilization, possibly incorporating materials that become stronger under stress or architectural frameworks that adapt their configuration in response to changing mechanical loads. The astronomical calendar rarely aligns with human cultural traditions in ways that seem more than coincidental, yet the approach of 3I/Atlas toward its optimal probe deployment position on October 31st creates symbolic resonance that adds profound meaning to an already extraordinary event. This date, traditionally associated with the thin boundary between known and unknown worlds, may witness humanity's first direct observation of alien technology in operation within our solar system. Dr. Elena Marchetti's trajectory analysis indicates that October 31st represents the mathematical optimum for launching reconnaissance probes toward multiple planetary targets while maximizing gravitational assist efficiency. The precision required to achieve such timing across an interstellar journey spanning thousands of years suggests mission planning capabilities that calculate celestial mechanics with computational accuracy beyond current human understanding. Every aspect of 3I/Atlas's approach appears choreographed to reach this critical moment with perfect astronomical positioning. The weeks leading up to October 31st have created unprecedented anticipation throughout the global astronomical community. Observatory directors worldwide have coordinated observation schedules to ensure continuous monitoring coverage as 3I/Atlas approaches the gravitational sweet spot where energy requirements for probe deployment would be minimized. Radio telescope arrays have been reconfigured to detect the faint electromagnetic signatures that would accompany the launch of smaller craft from the main body. Space agencies across 6 continents have prepared contingency protocols for various deployment scenarios, from passive observation of probe activities to active communication attempts if alien technology demonstrates unmistakably artificial behavior. These preparations involve not just scientific instrumentation, but diplomatic frameworks and public communication strategies that would manage humanity's first steps toward cosmic citizenship with wisdom and restraint. The mathematical beauty of the deployment window reveals engineering sophistication that treats celestial mechanics as a navigable highway rather than an obstacle course. Probes launched from 3I/Atlas during the optimal timeframe could reach Earth orbit by mid-November using only gravitational slingshot acceleration, requiring no additional propulsion once deployed. Such precision demonstrates mastery of orbital dynamics that transforms space travel from desperate struggle against cosmic forces into elegant choreography with gravitational fields. Amateur radio operators worldwide have organized listening campaigns to monitor for signals that might be transmitted between 3I/Atlas and deployed reconnaissance craft. These grassroots efforts reflect the democratic nature of potentially history-changing discovery, ensuring that confirmation of alien technology could come from any dedicated observer rather than exclusively from major institutions. The global network of citizen scientists provides redundant coverage that strengthens the reliability of detection while demonstrating humanity's collaborative potential. Dr. James Chen's computational models predict that reconnaissance probes deployed during the October 31st window would follow trajectories that provide optimal observation angles for studying Earth's electromagnetic signature, atmospheric composition, and evidence of technological civilization. These calculated approach paths would bring alien observers close enough to conduct detailed surveys while remaining beyond the detection capabilities of current human space tracking systems. The timing of deployment activities coincides with seasonal transitions across Earth that have traditionally marked periods of reflection and preparation in human cultures. As autumn deepens in the northern hemisphere and spring approaches in the southern hemisphere, the natural cycles that have governed human awareness since our species first contemplated, the stars provide a backdrop of continuity and connection to the cosmic drama unfolding overhead. Atmospheric conditions during late October promise optimal visibility for ground-based telescopes monitoring 3I/Atlas, with weather patterns showing unusual stability across major observatory locations. This meteorological cooperation seems almost too convenient to represent pure chance, leading some researchers to speculate that advanced atmospheric manipulation technology might be ensuring ideal observation conditions for the critical deployment period. Solar activity predictions indicate minimal interference from electromagnetic storms during the deployment window, providing ideal conditions for radio telescope observations and reducing radiation hazards that could damage sensitive detection equipment. The quiet solar environment creates optimal circumstances for detecting any artificial electromagnetic signals transmitted during probe deployment activities, while minimizing background noise that could obscure important discoveries. The European Space Agency's Gaia mission has been redirected to focus on the region around 3I/Atlas during the critical deployment period, using its unprecedented precision to track any small objects that might separate from the main body. This space-based monitoring capability provides detection sensitivity that could identify reconnaissance probes too small or distant for ground-based telescopes to observe reliably. NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite has been programmed to monitor 3I/Atlas for changes in brightness or reflectivity that could indicate the activation of previously dormant systems. Any variation in the object's electromagnetic signature during the deployment window would provide evidence of technological activity that natural objects could not produce. International coordination protocols developed for the deployment monitoring campaign demonstrate humanity's growing capacity for peaceful cooperation on challenges that transcend national boundaries. The willingness to share detection data in real time reflects mature recognition that alien contact represents a discovery belonging to all humanity rather than any single nation or institution. Educational institutions have begun preparing public information materials that would help humanity process the implications of confirmed probe deployment, developing frameworks for understanding what alien reconnaissance missions might mean for human autonomy and future development. These educational preparations show thoughtful consideration of the psychological adaptations required for living in a universe actively populated by intelligence far exceeding our own capabilities. Security agencies worldwide have developed response protocols that emphasize scientific observation and diplomatic preparation rather than defensive reactions, recognizing that any civilization capable of interstellar travel would possess capabilities that make military responses both futile and counterproductive. The peaceful approach to potential contact reflects growing wisdom about how humanity should position itself for cosmic citizenship. The deployment timeline creates natural anticipation that engages public attention while providing opportunities for education about astronomy, space science, and the implications of discovering we are not alone in the universe. This teaching moment allows humanity to develop emotional and intellectual frameworks for processing contact before confirmation occurs, rather than attempting to adapt to paradigm-shifting revelations after the fact. Media organizations have prepared coverage protocols that balance public interest with responsible reporting, avoiding sensationalism while ensuring that accurate information reaches global audiences promptly. The careful approach to public communication reflects recognition that how humanity processes first contact may influence whether visiting intelligence views us as ready for inclusion in galactic civilization. Religious and spiritual organizations have begun developing interpretive frameworks that integrate potential alien contact with existing theological understanding, creating bridges between traditional wisdom and expanded cosmic awareness. These preparations acknowledge that confirmed contact would require spiritual as well as scientific adaptation by human civilization. As October 31st approaches, the convergence of astronomical precision, international cooperation, and cultural preparation creates conditions that optimize humanity's readiness for whatever revelations await discovery. Whether 3I/Atlas deploys reconnaissance probes or simply continues its mysterious journey through our solar system, the careful preparation surrounding this critical date demonstrates our species' growing maturity in approaching cosmic mysteries with wisdom, wonder, and peaceful intent. The response of the international scientific community to 3I/Atlas represents perhaps the most remarkable display of human cooperation in the history of astronomical research. Within hours of the object's initial detection, observatories across every continent began coordinating their efforts with unprecedented efficiency, demonstrating our species' capacity for unity when confronted with discoveries that transcend national boundaries and political divisions. Dr. Carmen Rodriguez, whose initial detection at the Atacama Large Millimeter Array began this extraordinary investigation, describes the coordination as unlike anything she has witnessed in 15 years of professional astronomy. Research institutions that normally compete for funding and recognition have begun sharing data in real time, pooling resources and expertise to ensure that no aspect of 3I/Atlas's behavior escapes careful documentation and analysis. The European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope Array has been synchronized with the Mauna Kea observatories in Hawaii, South Africa's Southern African Large Telescope, and Australia's Anglo-Australian Telescope to provide continuous coverage as Earth's rotation carries different facilities into optimal observation positions. This global network ensures that 3I/Atlas remains under constant surveillance regardless of daylight conditions at any single location. Radio telescope coordination extends even further, with arrays from the Atacama Desert to the Australian outback working in harmony to create a planet-spanning detection system sensitive enough to identify artificial signals that might be transmitted between 3I/Atlas and any reconnaissance probes it might deploy. The collective sensitivity of these coordinated arrays exceeds the capabilities of any single facility by orders of magnitude. Sarah Johnson from the National Center for Atmospheric Research coordinates magnetosphere monitoring efforts that track the subtle electromagnetic interactions between 3I/Atlas and Earth's magnetic field. Her international team includes researchers from Japan's Space Agency, the European Space Agency, and institutions throughout North and South America, creating comprehensive coverage of electromagnetic phenomena that might indicate technological activity. The remarkable aspect of this global cooperation extends beyond mere data sharing to include synchronized observation schedules, coordinated equipment upgrades, and joint analysis protocols that ensure consistent interpretation of observations across different institutions. Researchers who have never met in person collaborate daily through secure communication networks, sharing insights and confirmations that strengthen the reliability of conclusions about 3I/Atlas's extraordinary characteristics. Amateur astronomers contribute significantly to this worldwide effort, with thousands of dedicated observers using modest backyard telescopes to provide additional data points and redundant confirmation of professional observations. The International Astronomical Union has established protocols that allow citizen scientists to submit observations directly to the Central Coordination Database, ensuring that potentially crucial discoveries could emerge from any location on Earth. This democratic participation in astronomical research reflects humanity's inherent curiosity and commitment to shared discovery. Retired engineers in suburban neighborhoods work alongside graduate students at major universities, while school teachers with small telescopes provide observations that complement data from billion-dollar space instruments. The collaborative spirit transcends age, nationality, and professional status in pursuit of answers to questions that affect all humanity. Educational institutions worldwide have begun incorporating 3I/Atlas observations into their curricula, allowing students to participate directly in potentially history-changing research. Universities from MIT to the University of Tokyo offer special seminars where students can contribute to data analysis while learning about the implications of discovering we may not be alone in the universe. The coordination extends to space-based assets as well, with NASA, the European Space Agency, and other organizations redirecting satellites and space telescopes to focus on 3I/Atlas during critical observation periods. The Hubble Space Telescope, James Webb Space Telescope, and various Earth orbit monitoring systems work together to provide unprecedented detail about the object's structure and behavior. International space law experts have begun developing frameworks for managing potential contact scenarios, creating protocols that respect both scientific discovery and diplomatic considerations. These preparations involve the United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs and represent careful thinking about how humanity should respond to confirmed alien technology operating within our solar system. The financial resources dedicated to 3I/Atlas research demonstrate the priority that governments and institutions place on understanding this mysterious visitor. Funding barriers that normally limit international cooperation have been suspended or expedited, allowing researchers to access equipment and resources that would typically require years of application processes. Computer networks linking observatories worldwide have been upgraded to handle the massive data flows generated by coordinated observations. Advanced artificial intelligence systems process millions of data points daily, searching for patterns and anomalies that might indicate technological activity while filtering out instrumental artifacts and natural phenomena that could confuse analysis. The psychological impact of working together on such a potentially momentous investigation has created bonds between researchers that transcend normal professional relationships. Many describe feeling part of a historic endeavor that connects them to fundamental questions about humanity's place in the universe, generating dedication and collaboration that exceeds anything in their previous experience. Security protocols developed for protecting sensitive data about 3I/Atlas balance transparency with responsibility, ensuring that accurate information reaches the scientific community and public while preventing premature conclusions or sensational misinterpretation. The careful approach to information management reflects mature recognition that discoveries of this magnitude require thoughtful communication strategies. Museum directors and science educators collaborate to prepare public exhibitions that would help humanity process the implications of confirmed alien contact, developing displays and educational materials that promote understanding rather than fear. These preparations show thoughtful consideration of how society might adapt to expanded cosmic awareness while maintaining stability and optimism about the future. The coordination of ground-based observations with space missions creates comprehensive surveillance capabilities that ensure detection of even subtle changes in 3I/Atlas's behavior or electromagnetic signature. This multi-platform approach provides redundant confirmation while maximizing the chances of detecting technological activities that might occur during brief deployment windows. Religious leaders from various traditions have begun participating in discussions about the spiritual implications of potential alien contact, working with scientists to develop interpretive frameworks that honor both empirical discovery and theological understanding. This collaboration between scientific and spiritual communities demonstrates humanity's capacity for integrating new knowledge with existing wisdom traditions. The success of international cooperation in studying 3I/Atlas serves as a model for how humanity might organize itself for eventual participation in galactic civilization. The willingness to transcend territorial thinking and work toward common understanding shows that our species possesses the collaborative potential necessary for cosmic citizenship if we are indeed invited to join a larger community of intelligent beings scattered throughout the galaxy. Media organizations worldwide have established protocols for responsible coverage that balance public interest with scientific accuracy, avoiding sensationalism while ensuring that developments reach global audiences promptly. The coordinated approach to public communication reflects recognition that how humanity processes potential first contact may influence our readiness for cosmic citizenship responsibilities. The possibility that 3I/Atlas serves as a mothership for smaller reconnaissance craft fundamentally alters our understanding of what interstellar exploration might actually entail for advanced civilizations. Rather than the dramatic scenarios often depicted in popular culture, actual alien reconnaissance would likely employ subtle, systematic observation techniques designed to gather comprehensive data while avoiding detection by the target civilization. Dr. Jennifer Brenner's analysis of 3I/Atlas's internal architecture suggests sufficient volume and structural complexity to accommodate manufacturing facilities capable of producing specialized reconnaissance probes tailored for specific observational missions. The object's apparent compartmentalization and internal heat sources indicate operational systems that could support probe production, launch preparation, and mission coordination across multiple planetary targets throughout our solar system. Advanced civilizations conducting interstellar reconnaissance would necessarily employ probe swarms rather than single observation platforms to maximize scientific return while minimizing risk to primary mission assets. Smaller reconnaissance craft could be designed with adaptive camouflage systems, stealth materials, and passive observation protocols that allow detailed study of target civilizations without triggering defensive responses from planetary authorities. The technological sophistication required for effective reconnaissance probes transcends current human engineering capabilities by orders of magnitude. These craft would need autonomous artificial intelligence systems capable of making complex decisions without communication delays that span light years, adaptive sensor packages that adjust to unexpected conditions, and propulsion systems that operate silently while providing precise positional control. Dr. Marco Micheli's trajectory calculations reveal that reconnaissance probes deployed from 3I/Atlas during its optimal October 31st window could reach Earth orbit by mid-November using only gravitational assist acceleration. Such probes might establish observation posts in geosynchronous orbit, land on the far side of the Moon, or position themselves at Lagrange points where gravitational forces naturally maintain stable positions relative to Earth and Sun. The observational capabilities of advanced reconnaissance technology would likely exceed human detection methods by factors of millions, allowing comprehensive analysis of planetary atmospheres, electromagnetic signatures, and evidence of technological civilization from distances that maintain operational security. Such probes could monitor radio transmissions, analyze industrial emissions, and track space-based activities while remaining invisible to current human surveillance systems. Stealth technology employed by alien reconnaissance craft would incorporate materials science advances that manipulate electromagnetic radiation at quantum levels, possibly creating surfaces that actively cancel radar reflections or optical sensors that bend light around probe structures. Advanced civilizations would develop camouflage systems that make their reconnaissance platforms appear indistinguishable from natural cosmic phenomena, such as small asteroids or cosmic dust particles. The artificial intelligence systems required for autonomous reconnaissance operations would exceed current human computational capabilities, while operating within energy and mass constraints imposed by interstellar travel. These AI networks would need to process vast amounts of sensory data, make strategic decisions about observation priorities, and coordinate with other reconnaissance assets while maintaining communication with the primary mothership across potentially vast distances. Propulsion systems for reconnaissance probes would likely employ reactionless drive technologies that manipulate local gravitational fields or quantum vacuum fluctuations to achieve precise positioning without detectable energy signatures. Such systems would appear completely silent to external observers while providing the maneuverability necessary for detailed observation missions that might last months or years. Communication protocols between reconnaissance probes and their mothership would utilize highly compressed data transmission techniques that convey maximum information using minimal energy and transmission time. Advanced civilizations would develop communication methods that achieve theoretical limits of information density while maintaining signal security that prevents interception by the target civilization's monitoring systems. The psychological sophistication required for effective reconnaissance of developing civilizations suggests that advanced alien intelligence would possess deep understanding of species psychology and social development patterns. Reconnaissance protocols would likely incorporate careful analysis of target civilization maturity levels, technological capabilities, and readiness for contact to ensure that observation activities do not disrupt natural development processes. Reconnaissance missions might include the deployment of microscopic monitoring devices that integrate seamlessly into planetary ecosystems while gathering biological and environmental data over extended periods. Such devices could monitor climate patterns, evolutionary processes, and ecological stability while remaining undetectable using current human scientific instruments. Long-term observation strategies employed by alien reconnaissance might span decades or centuries, allowing comprehensive documentation of civilization development patterns and technological progress rates. Advanced intelligence would approach planetary observation with the same patience and systematic methodology that human scientists use when studying complex natural phenomena that require extended observation periods. The ethical frameworks governing alien reconnaissance operations would likely incorporate sophisticated protocols for minimizing interference with natural development while satisfying scientific curiosity about planetary evolution and consciousness emergence. Advanced civilizations would understand the delicate balance required for studying developing species without compromising their autonomy or natural growth patterns. Data analysis capabilities aboard reconnaissance probes would incorporate artificial intelligence systems capable of identifying patterns and significance in observational data that might not be apparent to the target civilization itself. Such analysis might reveal insights about planetary development trajectories, technological potential, and readiness for contact that exceed the target species' own self-understanding. Reconnaissance probe manufacturing aboard 3I/Atlas would likely utilize programmable matter technologies that can reconfigure molecular structures to create specialized instruments tailored for specific observation missions. This adaptive manufacturing capability would allow the production of unique probe designs optimized for studying different planetary environments, atmospheric conditions, or technological signatures. The coordination required between multiple reconnaissance assets operating throughout a target solar system would necessitate communication networks and decision-making protocols of extraordinary sophistication. Advanced artificial intelligence systems would need to process inputs from dozens or hundreds of individual probes while maintaining mission coherence and responding to unexpected developments in real time. Reconnaissance operations might incorporate biological specimens or artificial life forms designed to integrate with planetary ecosystems for extended observation periods. Such biological reconnaissance assets could gather data about evolutionary processes, ecological relationships, and consciousness development that purely technological systems might miss. The scientific return from comprehensive reconnaissance missions would provide alien civilizations with unprecedented understanding of planetary development processes, consciousness emergence patterns, and technological evolution pathways. Such knowledge would inform decisions about contact protocols, intervention strategies, and membership criteria for galactic civilization. Recovery and analysis protocols for reconnaissance missions would likely involve periodic return of probe data to the mothership through physical retrieval or advanced communication methods. The accumulated intelligence would then be transmitted back to the originating civilization using interstellar communication systems that operate across timescales spanning decades or centuries. The electromagnetic fingerprints of 3I/Atlas tell a story that becomes increasingly difficult to explain through natural phenomena as observation data accumulates from instruments around the world. Each new measurement adds another piece to a puzzle that challenges our fundamental assumptions about what wanders through the cosmic void between star systems. Elena Marchetti's team at the European Southern Observatory has detected polarized radio emissions from 3I/Atlas that occur in regular cycles corresponding precisely to the object's rotational period. These signals show frequency characteristics and modulation patterns that suggest artificial generation rather than natural electromagnetic phenomena, with power levels and coherence that exceed current human radio technology by significant margins. The spectroscopic signatures captured by the James Webb Space Telescope reveal molecular arrangements that don't match any known natural materials. Complex carbon structures show isotopic ratios and molecular geometries that appear to require controlled atomic assembly rather than random accretion processes. These exotic compounds could represent bioengineered materials or synthetic substances designed specifically for the harsh environment of interstellar space. Gravitational monitoring stations throughout the solar system have recorded subtle anomalies in local space-time curvature as 3I/Atlas passes through different regions. These gravitational signatures suggest internal mass distribution patterns that differ significantly from solid natural bodies, indicating compartmentalized structures, rotating components, or hollow spaces that could accommodate technological systems or operational facilities. Infrared observations reveal heat distribution patterns that remain active even when 3I/Atlas operates too distant from the Sun for significant solar heating. These internal heat sources show temperature gradients and cycling patterns consistent with active thermal management rather than passive heat retention from earlier solar exposure. The thermal signatures suggest power generation systems operating continuously to maintain optimal conditions for sensitive equipment. Magnetometer readings from spacecraft monitoring the object detect organized magnetic field patterns that indicate active electromagnetic generation rather than passive interaction with solar wind particles. These field structures show directional control and intensity variations that could serve communication, navigation, or defensive purposes for advanced technological systems. The surface reflectivity characteristics of 3I/Atlas change in coordinated patterns as different areas rotate into solar exposure, behavior that natural objects simply do not exhibit. These reflectivity variations could indicate adaptive surfaces, deployable equipment, or communication arrays that respond to changing energy input from sunlight. The regular, purposeful nature of these changes challenges explanations based on random geological processes. Seismic monitoring equipment, sensitive enough to detect gravitational waves, has recorded unusual oscillations corresponding to 3I/Atlas's movement through gravitationally sensitive regions. These oscillations show patterns that suggest the object actively probes local gravitational fields, possibly conducting detailed surveys of planetary masses and internal structures using techniques beyond current human scientific capability. Radio telescope arrays worldwide have detected brief, structured signals that appear artificial in origin, but remain too weak for detailed analysis. These transmissions occur at frequencies that suggest deliberate communication rather than natural electromagnetic noise, with mathematical relationships that hint at information content despite being too faint to decode using available technology. The optical characteristics observed through high-resolution telescopy reveal geometric patterns and structural regularities that appear too organized for natural formation. Bilateral symmetry and mathematical relationships in surface features echo engineered design principles rather than random accretion or impact processes that shape natural asteroids and comets. Particle detection instruments monitoring the region around 3I/Atlas have identified unusual INOC signatures that don't correspond to typical solar-wind interactions or comet outgassing. These exotic particle emissions could indicate advanced propulsion systems operating through principles that remain unknown to current human physics, possibly involving controlled manipulation of quantum fields or exotic matter states. The trajectory precision demonstrated by 3I/Atlas creates navigational signatures that transcend natural orbital mechanics. Micro-adjustments in course and velocity occur with timing accuracy that accounts for gravitational perturbations from multiple celestial bodies simultaneously, suggesting real-time computational processing of astronomical complexity that exceeds current human capabilities. Atmospheric interaction patterns observed as 3I/Atlas moves through solar wind streams show characteristics that suggest controlled electromagnetic field manipulation rather than passive interaction with charged particles. These wake formations indicate active field generation systems that could serve multiple purposes, including communication, navigation, and protection from cosmic radiation. Doppler shift analysis reveals velocity variations that correspond to controlled acceleration and deceleration rather than purely gravitational influences. These propulsion signatures occur without detectable reaction mass or energy emissions, suggesting advanced drive systems that operate through manipulation of fundamental forces rather than conventional rocket principles. The rotational characteristics maintained by 3I/Atlas show mechanical precision that natural objects do not possess. Perfect gyroscopic stability and controlled spin rates indicate internal attitude control systems or engineered mass distribution that maintains optimal orientation for operational purposes rather than random tumbling typical of natural space debris. Quantum field monitoring equipment detects subtle fluctuations in local vacuum energy states around 3I/Atlas that could indicate exotic propulsion or power generation systems operating through manipulation of zero-point energy or other quantum mechanical phenomena. These signatures remain at the threshold of human detection capability, but show patterns consistent with controlled technological processes. Chemical analysis of trace materials ejected from 3I/Atlas reveals molecular complexities that exceed natural formation mechanisms. Engineered polymers and exotic alloys show characteristics that would require industrial processes operating at temperatures and pressures beyond natural occurrence, suggesting manufacturing capabilities that produce materials specifically designed for interstellar applications. Temporal analysis of various electromagnetic signatures reveals coordination between different systems aboard 3I/Atlas that indicates centralized control rather than random natural processes. The synchronized timing of electromagnetic, thermal, and gravitational phenomena suggests integrated technological systems operating according to programmed protocols or artificial intelligence coordination. Comparative analysis with natural interstellar objects reveals that 3I/Atlas exhibits none of the characteristics typical of comets, asteroids, or other known space debris. The absence of expected natural signatures, combined with the presence of anomalous technological indicators, creates a convergence of evidence that increasingly supports artificial rather than natural origins. Communication analysis algorithms, developed specifically for detecting artificial signals, have identified mathematical patterns within the electromagnetic emissions from 3I/Atlas that suggest information encoding methods far more sophisticated than current human protocols. These patterns show prime number relationships and physical constants that could represent universal communication frameworks used by advanced civilizations. Long-range sensor data accumulated over months of observation shows progressive changes in 3I/Atlas's electromagnetic and thermal signatures that correspond to its approach toward optimal deployment positions. These systematic variations suggest preparation sequences or system activations that natural objects could not produce, indicating technological systems preparing for operational activities. The development of peaceful contact protocols for potential interaction with 3I/Atlas and any reconnaissance probes it might deploy represents one of the most thoughtful and mature exercises in diplomatic preparation that humanity has ever undertaken. These frameworks reflect our growing wisdom about approaching cosmic citizenship with respect, curiosity, and collaborative intent, rather than fear or territorial defensiveness. The United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs has quietly convened working groups that include diplomats, scientists, ethicists, and cultural representatives from every region of Earth to develop comprehensive response strategies for various contact scenarios. These discussions build upon decades of theoretical preparation for this possibility, transforming abstract contingency planning into practical policy considerations that could soon determine humanity's first steps toward galactic citizenship. Dr. Sarah Martinez, who leads the Psychological Preparedness Initiative at the International Academy of Astronautics, emphasizes that peaceful contact protocols must address not just the mechanics of communication and interaction, but the profound emotional and spiritual adaptations required for living in a universe actively populated by intelligence far exceeding our own capabilities. The frameworks being developed recognize that psychological readiness may be as important as technological capability for successful cosmic citizenship. Communication protocols emphasize mathematical and scientific concepts that would provide common ground for interaction between civilizations regardless of their biological or technological origins. Prime numbers, physical constants, and universal mathematical relationships offer foundation languages that transcend species-specific communication methods while demonstrating intelligence and peaceful intent through careful, methodical signal construction. The international legal frameworks being developed for managing potential contact situations address questions of sovereignty, territorial jurisdiction, and peaceful interaction procedures that would govern any confirmed alien presence in our solar system. These legal structures build upon existing space law while extending principles of peaceful exploration and scientific cooperation to scenarios involving non-human intelligence. Educational institutions worldwide have begun developing curricula that prepare students and the general public for the psychological and philosophical adjustments required by confirmed alien contact. These programs integrate scientific understanding with cultural sensitivity, helping people process the implications of discovering we are not alone while maintaining stability and optimism about humanity's future role in cosmic civilization. Military leaders from major spacefaring nations have participated in discussions that emphasize peaceful response and scientific cooperation rather than defensive reactions to potential alien presence. The consensus recognizes that any civilization capable of interstellar travel would possess capabilities that make military responses both futile and counterproductive, while peaceful engagement offers opportunities for learning and advancement that benefit all humanity. Cultural anthropologists and sociologists contribute insights about how different human societies might adapt to cosmic citizenship, identifying factors that promote peaceful integration with advanced civilizations while preserving cultural diversity and human autonomy. These studies help develop contact protocols that respect both human values and the likely expectations of galactic community membership. Religious and spiritual leaders from various traditions have worked together to develop theological frameworks that integrate potential alien contact with existing belief systems, creating interpretive structures that honor traditional wisdom while embracing expanded cosmic awareness. These spiritual preparations acknowledge that confirmed contact would require adaptation by faith communities as well as scientific institutions. The scientific protocols being developed for studying and interacting with alien technology emphasize non-invasive observation and respectful analysis that demonstrates human maturity and scientific ethics. These frameworks ensure that any technological discoveries are approached with the same careful methodology used in studying valuable archaeological artifacts, showing respect for alien engineering while advancing human understanding. Psychological support systems are being prepared to help individuals and communities process the emotional impact of confirmed alien contact. Mental health professionals have developed counseling frameworks and support resources that address the natural human responses to paradigm-shifting discoveries while promoting healthy adaptation to expanded cosmic awareness. Communication ethics committees have established guidelines for any attempts at direct interaction with alien intelligence, emphasizing honesty, respect, and peaceful intent, while avoiding cultural assumptions or territorial claims that might be interpreted as aggressive or immature. These ethical frameworks reflect careful consideration of how first impressions might influence alien assessment of human readiness for cosmic citizenship. International coordination protocols ensure that any contact activities represent humanity as a whole rather than individual nations or institutions. The frameworks emphasize shared human values and collaborative scientific spirit while respecting cultural diversity and avoiding political complications that might interfere with peaceful contact opportunities. Economic analysis groups have begun studying the potential impacts of alien contact on global financial systems, technological development, and resource distribution. These preparations help ensure that contact benefits are shared equitably while maintaining economic stability during potentially dramatic technological and social changes. Emergency response protocols address various scenarios from passive observation of alien activities to active communication attempts and potential technology transfer opportunities. These frameworks provide structured approaches for managing unprecedented situations while maintaining calm, rational decision-making under extraordinary circumstances. The media coordination protocols developed for managing public communication about contact ensure accurate information reaches global audiences while avoiding sensationalism or panic that could interfere with peaceful contact processes. These frameworks balance transparency with responsibility, recognizing that public understanding and support are essential for successful cosmic citizenship. Scientific ethics committees have developed guidelines for any research opportunities that might arise from contact with alien technology, ensuring that studies proceed with appropriate respect for intellectual property and technological sovereignty, while maximizing learning opportunities that advance human understanding safely and responsibly. Cultural preservation initiatives recognize that contact with advanced alien civilizations could dramatically accelerate human technological and social development, potentially threatening cultural diversity and traditional ways of life. The protocols include safeguards that protect cultural heritage while allowing beneficial adaptation to cosmic citizenship opportunities. Youth preparation programs help younger generations develop the intellectual frameworks and emotional resilience necessary for living in a universe populated by multiple intelligent civilizations. These educational initiatives prepare future leaders and citizens for cosmic citizenship responsibilities while maintaining connection to human values and Earth-based experiences. International space agencies have coordinated their response capabilities to ensure unified human representation in any contact scenarios, pooling resources and expertise, while avoiding competitive conflicts that might complicate peaceful interaction with alien intelligence. This coordination demonstrates humanity's growing capacity for collaboration on challenges that transcend national interests. The peaceful contact protocols being developed reflect humanity's best aspirations for cosmic citizenship, while acknowledging our current limitations and areas for continued growth. These frameworks position our species for constructive participation in galactic civilization while maintaining the collaborative spirit and peaceful curiosity that make such participation meaningful and worthwhile. The confirmation that 3I/Atlas represents alien technology would fundamentally transform every aspect of human understanding about our place in the cosmic order, creating ripple effects that extend far beyond astronomy and space science into philosophy, religion, economics, and the most basic assumptions about the nature of consciousness and intelligence throughout the universe. Consider the immediate philosophical implications of learning that advanced civilizations have been quietly observing our solar system, documenting humanity's technological development, environmental challenges, and social evolution. Such knowledge would force a complete reassessment of human significance and responsibility, transforming us from isolated planetary species into conscious participants in galactic community with obligations that extend far beyond Earth's boundaries. The technological revelations that would emerge from studying alien engineering could accelerate human scientific development by centuries or millennia, providing solutions to climate change, energy production, space travel, and resource management that ensure civilization survival across cosmic timescales. Advanced materials science, propulsion systems, and computational methods demonstrated by 3I/Atlas would revolutionize every aspect of human technology while revealing new questions about the fundamental nature of physical reality. Economic systems worldwide would require dramatic restructuring to adapt to technologies that transcend current resource limitations and production constraints. The introduction of advanced manufacturing methods, energy generation systems, and transportation capabilities could eliminate scarcity-based economics while creating entirely new frameworks for organizing human society around abundance rather than competition for limited resources. Educational institutions would face the unprecedented challenge of preparing students for citizenship in a universe populated by intelligence that exceeds human capabilities by orders of magnitude. Curricula would need to integrate cosmic perspectives with traditional knowledge while developing intellectual frameworks for understanding consciousness, technology, and social organization on galactic scales. Religious and spiritual traditions would require theological adaptations that integrate alien intelligence with existing beliefs about divine purpose, human destiny, and the meaning of consciousness in cosmic evolution. These adaptations would need to preserve essential spiritual wisdom while embracing expanded understanding of intelligence and awareness as universal rather than uniquely human characteristics. Social structures built around national identities and territorial sovereignty would become less relevant as humanity develops cosmic citizenship responsibilities that transcend planetary boundaries. Global governance systems would emerge that represent human interests in galactic civilization while maintaining cultural diversity and regional autonomy within unified planetary identity. Environmental perspectives would shift dramatically as humanity learns to view Earth as one biosphere among countless others throughout the galaxy, each representing unique evolutionary experiments in consciousness development. This cosmic environmental awareness could motivate unprecedented conservation efforts while inspiring exploration and eventual terraforming of other worlds. Scientific methodologies would expand to incorporate research techniques and analytical frameworks demonstrated by alien technology, possibly revealing entirely new branches of physics, chemistry, and biology that operate according to principles beyond current human understanding. The integration of alien scientific methods could unlock secrets about consciousness, quantum mechanics, and the fundamental forces that govern reality itself. Cultural evolution would accelerate as humanity adapts to cosmic citizenship while preserving essential human values and traditions that contribute unique perspectives to galactic civilization. The challenge would involve maintaining human identity and cultural richness while embracing cosmic awareness and technological capabilities that transcend current human experience. Medical science would advance dramatically through exposure to biological and technological systems that represent millions of years of additional evolutionary development. Advanced healing methods, longevity treatments, and consciousness enhancement techniques could transform human health and cognitive capabilities, while raising profound questions about the nature of biological existence and technological augmentation. Space exploration programs would transition from tentative first steps beyond Earth to confident participation in galactic exploration networks that connect conscious civilizations throughout the galaxy. Human space missions would evolve from scientific expeditions to diplomatic initiatives that establish our species' role in cosmic community while contributing uniquely human perspectives to galactic knowledge. Communication technologies would advance beyond current electromagnetic methods to incorporate quantum entanglement, dimensional manipulation, or other exotic techniques that enable instantaneous information transfer across galactic distances. These advanced communication systems would connect humanity to galactic information networks that contain accumulated knowledge from countless civilizations throughout cosmic history. Psychological health frameworks would develop to help humans maintain emotional stability and identity while adapting to cosmic awareness that places human civilization in proper galactic perspective. Mental health services would address the existential adjustments required for species-wide transition from planetary to cosmic consciousness, while preserving individual psychological well-being. Legal systems would require fundamental restructuring to address questions of jurisdiction, sovereignty, and justice that extend beyond planetary boundaries to include interactions with alien intelligence and participation in galactic civilization governance. These legal frameworks would need to protect human rights while respecting alien sovereignty and galactic community standards. Energy production would advance through technologies that access vacuum energy, controlled fusion, or exotic energy sources that provide virtually unlimited power for human civilization development. These energy advances would eliminate current environmental limitations while enabling space exploration, terraforming, and technological development on scales that approach cosmic significance. Transportation systems would evolve beyond current limitations to incorporate propulsion methods that enable rapid interplanetary travel and eventual interstellar exploration. Advanced transportation would transform human society by making space-based living, asteroid mining, and multi-world civilization development practical and economically viable. Agricultural and food production systems would advance through technologies that optimize biological processes, create synthetic nutrition, or develop closed-loop ecological systems suitable for space-based communities. These advances would ensure food security while enabling human expansion throughout the solar system and eventual interstellar colonization. Manufacturing capabilities would advance through programmable matter, molecular assembly, and self-replicating systems that create any required materials or devices from basic atomic components. Such manufacturing revolution would eliminate current production limitations while enabling construction projects on planetary or stellar scales. Information processing would advance through quantum computing, artificial intelligence, or exotic computational methods that exceed current human capabilities by factors of millions. These computational advances would enable research, analysis, and decision-making capabilities that approach the problem-solving power demonstrated by advanced alien civilizations. The integration of all these changes would create human civilization capable of meaningful participation in galactic community while preserving essential human characteristics that contribute unique value to cosmic civilization development. The transition would represent evolution of human consciousness and capability that fulfills our species' highest potentials while maintaining connection to Earth-based origins and human identity that ground cosmic citizenship in authentic cultural foundation. As we pause together in this remarkable exploration of cosmic possibilities, I find myself deeply moved by the thought that you might be experiencing this same sense of wonder and anticipation from wherever you are in our beautiful world right now. The questions we're contemplating together about 3I/Atlas and the possibility of alien intelligence represent something profound about human nature, our irrepressible curiosity, and our deep longing to understand our place in the infinite mystery that surrounds us. Take a moment to consider where you are as you listen to these words. Perhaps you're in a quiet room where the morning sunlight streams through windows, creating patterns of light and shadow that remind you of the cosmic dance between stars and the void between them. Maybe you're experiencing the gentle transition of evening, watching familiar constellations emerge as darkness deepens, knowing that somewhere among those points of light might be worlds where consciousness contemplates the same cosmic questions that fascinate us. I would love to hear from you in the comments about this shared experience we're having. Tell me where you are listening from, what time of day or night it is in your corner of the world, and what thoughts or feelings arise as you contemplate the possibility that we might not be alone in this vast universe. Are you someone who has always felt certain that intelligence must exist among the stars, or does the potential reality of alien observers studying our solar system create new wonder or perhaps gentle concern about what this might mean for humanity's future? Your perspective matters deeply because each person who engages with these cosmic questions brings unique insights shaped by personal experience, cultural background, and individual wisdom accumulated throughout your journey of conscious awareness. Whether you approach these mysteries through scientific training, spiritual contemplation, philosophical inquiry, or simple human curiosity, your voice contributes to our collective understanding of what it means to be conscious beings discovering our place in cosmic community. Perhaps you're listening while commuting through a bustling city where millions of other humans pursue their daily activities, mostly unaware that overhead, a mysterious visitor from interstellar space might be deploying reconnaissance probes to study our remarkable species and the blue world we call home. The contrast between ordinary human concerns and the extraordinary cosmic drama unfolding in the darkness above creates a poetic tension that reminds us how much mystery surrounds even the most mundane moments of existence. Or maybe you find yourself in a rural setting where night skies reveal the Milky Way in its full glory, that river of ancient starlight that contains billions of worlds where consciousness might have emerged and evolved far beyond human capabilities. In such places, the possibility of alien visitors feels less like science fiction and more like natural extension of the cosmic abundance visible to naked eye observation on clear nights. Some of you might be experiencing this exploration during challenging personal circumstances, finding in cosmic wonder a source of perspective that helps transcend immediate difficulties by connecting individual experience to the grand narrative of consciousness awakening to itself throughout the universe. The peaceful contemplation of alien intelligence can provide comfort by suggesting that consciousness itself represents a fundamental feature of cosmic evolution rather than an accident of planetary development. Students and young people engaging with these ideas carry special significance because your generation may witness confirmed contact with alien intelligence during your lifetimes, making you pioneers of cosmic citizenship in ways that previous generations could only imagine. The intellectual and emotional frameworks you develop now for understanding humanity's place among the stars will shape how our species navigates whatever cosmic revelations await discovery. Older listeners bring wisdom accumulated through decades of observing human nature, technological progress, and social change that provides valuable perspective on how humanity might adapt to cosmic citizenship responsibilities. Your experience with how societies adjust to paradigm-shifting discoveries offers insights about the challenges and opportunities that confirmed alien contact would create for human civilization. Parents and caregivers face unique considerations as they contemplate what cosmic citizenship might mean for the children in their care, how to prepare young minds for the possibility of living in a universe populated by intelligence that exceeds human understanding. The educational and emotional frameworks we develop together here can help guide conversations that nurture cosmic awareness while maintaining grounding in human values and earth-based experiences. Those of you with scientific training bring analytical capabilities and methodological rigor that strengthen our collective ability to evaluate evidence and draw reasonable conclusions about extraordinary claims. Your participation helps ensure that wonder and speculation remain anchored in empirical observation and logical analysis, while remaining open to possibilities that challenge conventional thinking. People approaching these questions through spiritual or religious perspectives contribute essential wisdom about the meaning and purpose of consciousness in cosmic evolution, helping integrate potential alien contact with existing frameworks for understanding divine purpose and human destiny. Your insights help ensure that cosmic citizenship enhances rather than replaces spiritual understanding of existence and awareness. International participants remind us that cosmic citizenship represents a species-wide opportunity that transcends national boundaries and cultural divisions, requiring global cooperation and mutual understanding for successful adaptation to galactic community membership. Your diverse perspectives help develop inclusive approaches that honor cultural differences while building unified human identity for cosmic engagement. The simple act of engaging thoughtfully with these cosmic mysteries demonstrates humanity's readiness for whatever revelations await discovery. Your willingness to spend time contemplating questions that stretch beyond immediate practical concerns shows the kind of intellectual curiosity and emotional openness that advanced alien civilizations would likely seek in species ready for cosmic citizenship. Whether you approach these possibilities with excitement, caution, wonder, or careful skepticism, your engagement contributes to humanity's collective preparation for whatever cosmic discoveries lie ahead. The conversations we have together, the questions we explore, and the sense of shared wonder we cultivate all serve as practice for the expanded awareness that cosmic citizenship would require. Please share your thoughts, your location, your time of day or night, and your feelings about these extraordinary possibilities we're exploring together. Your voice matters in this cosmic conversation, and your perspective helps strengthen our collective wisdom as we stand together on the threshold of discoveries that could transform human understanding of consciousness, intelligence, and our role in the grand story of cosmic evolution. The unprecedented global observation campaign, monitoring 3I/Atlas, represents the largest coordinated scientific effort in human history, uniting thousands of researchers across every continent in pursuit of answers that could fundamentally alter our understanding of intelligence throughout the universe. As we approach the critical deployment window of October 31st, the intensity and sophistication of this worldwide surveillance network demonstrate humanity's remarkable capacity for collaboration when confronted with discoveries that transcend national boundaries and political divisions. Carmen Rodriguez, whose initial detection sparked this extraordinary investigation, now coordinates observation schedules involving more than 200 professional observatories and thousands of amateur astronomers worldwide. The logistics of maintaining continuous coverage as Earth's rotation carries different facilities into optimal observation positions require coordination protocols that function with the precision of a planetary nervous system, ensuring that 3I/Atlas remains under constant surveillance regardless of daylight conditions at any single location. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile, with its unprecedented sky surveying capabilities, revolutionary LSST camera, has been reconfigured specifically for monitoring 3I/Atlas during critical approach periods. This facility can detect changes in brightness, position, or electromagnetic signature that would escape notice by conventional telescopes, providing early warning of any technological activities that might occur during probe deployment operations. Radio telescope arrays spanning from the Atacama Desert to the Australian outback work in synchronized harmony to create a planet-wide detection grid sensitive enough to identify artificial signals that might be transmitted between 3I/Atlas and reconnaissance probes during deployment operations. The collective sensitivity achieved through this coordination exceeds the capabilities of any individual facility by orders of magnitude, creating detection capabilities that approach theoretical limits of electromagnetic sensitivity. Space-based observation platforms contribute unique perspectives unavailable to ground-based instruments, with the Hubble Space Telescope, James Webb Space Telescope, and various Earth orbit monitoring systems providing detailed structural analysis and electromagnetic signature detection that atmospheric interference would otherwise prevent. These orbital platforms eliminate weather dependency while offering resolution capabilities that reveal surface features and electromagnetic activities invisible to ground-based observation. Dr. Elena Marchetti's team at the European Southern Observatory has developed new image processing algorithms specifically designed to identify artificial structures against the complex background of natural phenomena surrounding 3I/Atlas. These computational techniques can detect geometric patterns, symmetrical arrangements, and regular features that indicate engineering design rather than random natural formation, potentially providing the first direct visual confirmation of extraterrestrial technology. Amateur radio operators worldwide have organized listening campaigns that create redundant monitoring coverage across every frequency band where artificial signals might be transmitted. This grassroots participation ensures that potentially historic communications could be detected by dedicated citizen scientists rather than exclusively by major institutions, demonstrating the democratic nature of cosmic discovery while strengthening overall detection reliability. The coordination between ground-based and space-based observations creates comprehensive surveillance capabilities that monitor 3I/Atlas across the entire electromagnetic spectrum while tracking gravitational anomalies, particle emissions, and thermal signatures that could indicate technological activity. This multi-platform approach provides redundant confirmation while maximizing the probability of detecting subtle phenomena that might occur during brief deployment windows. International space agencies have redirected multiple satellites and deep space missions to focus on 3I/Atlas during the critical observation period, creating an unprecedented concentration of scientific resources on a single target. NASA's Parker Solar Probe, the European Space Agency's Solar Orbiter, and Japan's Hayabusa 2 extended mission have all adjusted their operational parameters to contribute observations during the crucial deployment timeframe. Computer networks linking observatories worldwide have been upgraded with artificial intelligence systems capable of processing millions of data points in real time, searching for patterns and anomalies that might indicate technological activity while filtering out instrumental artifacts and natural phenomena that could confuse analysis. These AI systems provide immediate alerts when observations exceed predetermined thresholds for artificial behavior. Security protocols developed for protecting sensitive observation data balance scientific transparency with responsible information management, ensuring that potentially extraordinary discoveries reach appropriate authorities while preventing premature public disclosure that might create panic or interfere with ongoing scientific analysis. The careful approach to information security reflects mature recognition that discoveries of this magnitude require thoughtful communication strategies. Educational institutions have integrated 3I/Atlas observations into their curricula, allowing students to participate directly in potentially history-changing research while learning about the implications of discovering extraterrestrial intelligence. Universities from MIT to the University of Tokyo offer special programs where students contribute to data analysis while developing intellectual frameworks for understanding cosmic citizenship responsibilities. The financial resources dedicated to this observation campaign demonstrate the priority that governments and institutions place on understanding 3I/Atlas. With funding barriers that normally limit international cooperation being suspended or expedited to ensure optimal detection capabilities during the critical observation window. This unprecedented resource allocation reflects recognition that the potential implications justify extraordinary investment. Media organizations have prepared coverage protocols that would manage public communication about confirmed alien technology while balancing transparency with responsibility for maintaining social stability. These frameworks ensure accurate information reaches global audiences while avoiding sensationalism that might interfere with peaceful contact processes or create public anxiety about alien presence. Backup observation systems have been established to ensure continuity if primary detection networks experience equipment failure or interference during critical periods. These redundant systems include mobile telescopes that can be deployed rapidly to optimal observation locations and communication networks that maintain coordination even if primary systems fail. The psychological impact of participating in this potentially historic observation campaign has created unprecedented dedication among researchers who describe feeling part of something that transcends normal professional experience. Many report working extended hours without fatigue, driven by recognition that they may be witnessing humanity's first confirmed encounter with alien intelligence. Weather monitoring and atmospheric analysis have been intensified to predict optimal observation conditions during the deployment window, with meteorological services providing detailed forecasts that help optimize telescope scheduling and positioning. Remarkably stable atmospheric conditions across major observatory sites seem to align perfectly with the critical observation period. Emergency response protocols address various scenarios from equipment failure to confirmed detection of alien technology, providing structured procedures that ensure appropriate institutional and governmental notification while maintaining scientific objectivity and public safety considerations. The success of this global observation campaign demonstrates humanity's capacity for peaceful cooperation in pursuing cosmic knowledge while maintaining the collaborative spirit that would serve us well if confirmed contact with alien intelligence requires ongoing diplomatic and scientific engagement. Whether 3I/Atlas ultimately reveals alien technology or exotic natural phenomena, this unprecedented coordination effort shows our species at its finest, working together toward understanding that belongs to all humanity rather than any single nation or institution. The mathematical precision with which 3I/Atlas approaches its optimal deployment position on October 31st creates multiple branching possibilities for what humanity might witness in the coming days and weeks. Each potential scenario carries profound implications that would reshape our understanding of intelligence, technology, and our role in what may prove to be a universe far more populated with conscious beings than we ever dared imagine. If reconnaissance probes are indeed deployed during the October 31st window, the first confirmations would likely emerge from the global observation network within hours of deployment activities. Radio telescope arrays monitoring for artificial signals would detect the electromagnetic signatures of probe launch systems, while optical telescopes would capture images of small objects separating from the main body of 3I/Atlas with trajectories that defy natural explanations. James Chen's trajectory calculations predict that deployed reconnaissance craft would follow paths optimized for gravitational assist acceleration, reaching Earth's vicinity by mid-November while establishing observation posts that provide comprehensive surveillance of human civilization. These positions might include geosynchronous orbit stations, lunar farside installations, or Lagrange point platforms where natural gravitational forces maintain stable positions relative to Earth and Sun. The initial detection of alien reconnaissance probes would trigger carefully prepared response protocols that emphasize peaceful observation and scientific documentation rather than defensive reactions. International space agencies have coordinated their capabilities to ensure that humanity's response represents our species' best diplomatic and scientific qualities while avoiding territorial conflicts that might complicate contact opportunities. Communication attempts with deployed reconnaissance craft would likely begin with mathematical and scientific concepts that provide universal common ground between civilizations. Prime numbers, physical constants, and basic mathematical relationships offer foundation languages that transcend species-specific communication methods while demonstrating intelligence and peaceful intent through careful, methodical signal construction. The reconnaissance data collected by alien probes would provide visiting intelligence with unprecedented understanding of human technological capabilities, environmental challenges, social structures, and readiness for contact with advanced civilizations. This comprehensive assessment would likely inform decisions about whether humanity deserves invitation to galactic citizenship or requires additional development time before formal contact. Alternatively, if 3I/Atlas continues its journey without deploying visible reconnaissance craft, the implications remain equally profound. The object's demonstrated technological sophistication and careful approach suggest that alien intelligence operates according to protocols that respect developing civilizations' autonomy while satisfying scientific curiosity about planetary evolution and consciousness emergence. Long-term observation scenarios might involve reconnaissance activities that remain undetectable using current human technology, with alien probes designed to appear indistinguishable from natural phenomena while gathering comprehensive data about Earth's biosphere, technological development, and social evolution patterns over extended periods. The possibility that multiple alien civilizations might be monitoring human development simultaneously creates scenarios where 3I/Atlas represents one component of a larger galactic observation network that documents consciousness emergence and technological development across countless worlds. Such systematic study would provide alien intelligence with comparative data about evolutionary pathways and development patterns. Economic implications of confirmed alien technology could accelerate human technological development by centuries through exposure to advanced materials, science, propulsion systems, energy generation methods, and computational techniques. The integration of alien engineering principles would revolutionize manufacturing, transportation, communication, and resource management while creating entirely new industries and economic structures. Educational system adaptations would prepare future generations for cosmic citizenship responsibilities through curricula that integrate galactic perspectives with traditional human knowledge. Students would learn to think in cosmic timescales while maintaining connection to Earth-based experiences and cultural heritage that ground human identity in authentic historical foundation. Scientific methodology expansions would incorporate research techniques demonstrated by alien technology, possibly revealing new branches of physics, chemistry, and biology that operate according to principles beyond current human understanding. The integration of alien scientific methods could unlock fundamental secrets about consciousness, quantum mechanics, and the forces that govern reality itself. Cultural evolution acceleration would occur as humanity adapts to cosmic awareness while preserving essential human values that contribute unique perspectives to galactic civilization. The challenge involves maintaining cultural diversity and human identity while embracing technological capabilities and cosmic consciousness that transcend current human experience limitations. Environmental perspective transformations would motivate unprecedented conservation efforts as humanity learns to view Earth as one biosphere among countless others throughout the galaxy. This cosmic environmental awareness could inspire protection efforts while encouraging exploration and terraforming of other worlds according to principles that preserve ecological balance and evolutionary potential. International cooperation frameworks developed for managing alien contact would serve as models for addressing global challenges that transcend national boundaries. The successful coordination demonstrated in studying 3I/Atlas shows humanity's potential for peaceful collaboration on cosmic citizenship responsibilities that require species-wide unity and shared purpose. Psychological adaptation support systems would help individuals and communities process the emotional impact of confirmed cosmic citizenship while maintaining mental health and cultural identity during potentially dramatic social and technological changes. These frameworks ensure that human psychological well-being remains prioritized during adaptation to expanded cosmic awareness. Religious and spiritual integration processes would develop theological frameworks that honor both traditional wisdom and expanded cosmic understanding, creating interpretive structures that preserve essential spiritual insights while embracing awareness of intelligence and consciousness as universal rather than uniquely human characteristics. Communication technology advances through exposure to alien engineering could enable instantaneous information transfer across galactic distances using quantum entanglement, dimensional manipulation, or exotic techniques that transcend current electromagnetic limitations. These advances would connect humanity to galactic information networks containing accumulated knowledge from countless civilizations. Space exploration evolution would transition human missions from tentative planetary exploration to confident participation in galactic exploration networks that connect conscious civilizations throughout the galaxy. Human space programs would develop diplomatic and scientific capabilities that establish our species' contributions to galactic knowledge while learning from advanced alien experience. Medical science revolutions through exposure to alien biological and technological systems could transform human health, longevity, and cognitive capabilities while raising profound questions about the future evolution of human consciousness and biological existence in cosmic community context. Whether 3I/Atlas ultimately confirms alien intelligence or challenges our understanding through exotic natural phenomena, the careful preparation and international cooperation developed for studying this mysterious visitor demonstrate humanity's growing readiness for whatever cosmic revelations await discovery among the infinite reaches of space and time. The possibility that 3I/Atlas represents our first confirmed encounter with alien intelligence forces humanity to confront fundamental questions about our readiness for membership in what may be a vast galactic community of conscious beings who have learned to navigate the challenges of technological civilization while preserving the wisdom necessary for cosmic exploration and peaceful coexistence. Cosmic citizenship would require dramatic expansion of human identity beyond planetary boundaries to embrace responsibilities that extend throughout our solar system and eventually to neighboring star systems where other conscious civilizations might welcome our participation in galactic exploration, scientific discovery, and cultural exchange that enriches understanding across species barriers. The technological capabilities demonstrated by 3I/Atlas suggest that advanced civilizations have successfully solved challenges that currently threaten human survival, including environmental destruction, resource depletion, social conflict, and the existential risks associated with powerful technologies. Their existence proves that intelligence can evolve beyond destructive patterns to achieve sustainable civilization capable of thriving across cosmic timescales. Educational frameworks for cosmic citizenship would need to integrate galactic perspectives while preserving essential human values and cultural heritage that contribute unique insights to galactic civilization. Students would learn to think in cosmic timescales while maintaining appreciation for Earth-based experiences that ground human identity in authentic historical and cultural foundations that distinguish our species' contributions to galactic community. The ethical considerations involved in cosmic citizenship extend beyond current human moral frameworks to encompass responsibilities for planetary stewardship, species development, and peaceful interaction with intelligence that may exceed human capabilities by factors of thousands. Advanced civilizations would expect demonstration of ethical maturity before extending membership invitations to galactic community. Scientific contributions that humanity might offer to galactic civilization include our unique perspectives on consciousness emergence, cultural diversity, artistic expression, and technological development pathways that reflect Earth-specific evolutionary history. Even advanced alien civilizations would value insights from species that approach intelligence and awareness through different biological and cultural pathways. Environmental responsibilities of cosmic citizenship would require humanity to demonstrate sustainable resource management and ecological preservation that shows respect for the biosphere that created and sustains our consciousness. Galactic civilizations would likely evaluate planetary stewardship as evidence of species maturity and readiness for expansion beyond homeworld boundaries. Cultural preservation initiatives would ensure that cosmic citizenship enhances rather than eliminates human diversity and traditional wisdom accumulated throughout our species' historical development. The challenge involves maintaining authentic cultural identity while embracing cosmic awareness and technological capabilities that transcend current human experience limitations. Communication protocols for galactic civilization would likely incorporate mathematical and scientific concepts that provide common ground between species while respecting cultural differences and biological variations that create diversity within galactic community. Advanced civilizations would have developed frameworks for meaningful interaction across vast differences in intelligence, technology, and consciousness structure. Technological integration processes would allow humanity to adopt advanced capabilities demonstrated by alien engineering while maintaining control over our development pace and cultural adaptation strategies. Cosmic citizenship would provide access to knowledge and techniques that solve current human challenges while preserving autonomy over how such capabilities are implemented. Diplomatic frameworks for cosmic citizenship would require humanity to develop negotiation skills, cultural sensitivity, and peaceful conflict resolution capabilities suitable for interaction with civilizations that may have evolved social structures and decision-making processes beyond current human understanding. Such skills would serve both galactic interaction and improved human cooperation. Economic transformations accompanying cosmic citizenship could eliminate scarcity-based systems through access to advanced manufacturing, energy generation, and resource extraction techniques that transcend current physical limitations. These changes would require careful management to preserve social stability while adapting to abundance-based economic structures. Exploration opportunities available through galactic citizenship would allow human participation in systematic study of consciousness emergence, technological development patterns, and environmental diversity across thousands of worlds throughout our galaxy. Such exploration would satisfy human curiosity while contributing to galactic knowledge about cosmic evolution and intelligence development. Research collaboration with advanced civilizations would accelerate human understanding of fundamental physics, consciousness studies, and technological applications that remain beyond current human capability. These collaborative opportunities would provide learning experiences that advance human science while offering our unique perspectives on problems that challenge even advanced alien intelligence. Social structure adaptations required for cosmic citizenship would likely involve global governance systems that represent human interests in galactic affairs while maintaining cultural diversity and regional autonomy within unified planetary identity. Such governance would require unprecedented international cooperation and shared commitment to cosmic citizenship responsibilities. Spiritual integration of cosmic citizenship would expand religious and philosophical understanding to encompass consciousness and intelligence as universal features of cosmic evolution rather than unique accidents of planetary development. This expanded spiritual awareness would enhance rather than replace traditional wisdom about meaning, purpose, and transcendent values. Psychological preparation for cosmic citizenship involves developing emotional resilience and identity flexibility that allows humans to maintain psychological health while adapting to awareness of intelligence that exceeds human capabilities. Mental health frameworks would support individual adaptation while preserving essential human characteristics that define our species' identity. Transportation capabilities available through galactic civilization would enable human exploration beyond our solar system while maintaining connection to Earth as cultural and spiritual homeland. Advanced propulsion systems would make interstellar travel practical while preserving human appreciation for the world that created our consciousness. Medical advances through cosmic citizenship could extend human lifespan and cognitive capabilities while raising questions about the future evolution of human consciousness and biological existence. These enhancements would require careful consideration of how technological augmentation affects essential human characteristics and cultural values. The ultimate goal of cosmic citizenship involves humanity's evolution into a species capable of meaningful contribution to galactic civilization while maintaining the curiosity, creativity, and collaborative spirit that represents our finest qualities. Such evolution would fulfill human potential while preserving authentic identity that distinguishes our unique perspective among the countless conscious beings who explore the infinite reaches of space and time. Whether 3I/Atlas ultimately confirms alien intelligence or challenges our understanding through exotic natural phenomena, the preparation process for cosmic citizenship demonstrates humanity's growing capacity for peaceful cooperation, scientific discovery, and ethical consideration of our responsibilities in what may prove to be a universe far more populated with conscious beings than we previously imagined possible. As we reach the gentle conclusion of this extraordinary exploration together, I find myself filled with gratitude for the time we've shared contemplating one of the most profound questions that conscious beings can ask. Are we alone in this vast cosmos, or do we share the universe with intelligence that exceeds our current understanding of what consciousness can achieve across the infinite reaches of space and time? Whether 3i/Atlas ultimately proves to carry observers from distant stars or represents the most remarkable natural phenomenon ever encountered by human science, our journey together has accomplished something beautiful and meaningful. We have practiced the kind of thinking, the quality of wonder, and the collaborative spirit that prepares our species for whatever cosmic revelations await discovery in the years and decades ahead. The peaceful approach we have taken to these cosmic mysteries reflects the finest aspects of human nature: our capacity for curiosity without fear, our ability to approach the unknown with open minds and generous hearts, and our willingness to consider possibilities that stretch beyond the comfortable boundaries of current understanding. These qualities represent humanity's best preparation for cosmic citizenship, should we indeed be invited to join a larger community of conscious beings scattered throughout the galaxy. The scientific rigor we have maintained while exploring speculative possibilities demonstrates our growing maturity as a species capable of balancing wonder with wisdom, imagination with evidence, and hope with careful analysis. This balance will serve us well whether we face confirmation of alien intelligence or discoveries of exotic natural phenomena that expand our understanding of cosmic possibility. The international cooperation and collaborative spirit demonstrated by the Global Observation Campaign, studying 3i/Atlas, shows humanity at our finest, working together across national boundaries and cultural differences in pursuit of knowledge that belongs to all conscious beings, rather than any single group or institution. This cooperative potential provides excellent foundation for whatever cosmic challenges and opportunities await our species. The questions we have explored together touch the deepest aspects of human experience and cosmic significance. They connect us to every generation of star watchers who came before us while preparing us for adventures among the stars that future generations will experience. The continuity of wonder and curiosity that drives cosmic exploration represents one of consciousness's most beautiful characteristics. As October 31st approaches, and the Global Observation Network focuses on 3i/Atlas during its critical deployment window, we find ourselves living through what may be remembered as pivotal moments in human history. Whether we witness the deployment of alien reconnaissance probes or simply observe the continued mysterious journey of an exotic interstellar visitor, we are participating in real-time cosmic discovery that pushes the boundaries of human understanding. The gentle suspense of awaiting whatever revelations these critical days may bring reminds us that the universe operates according to timescales that transcend human urgency, while unfolding discoveries that reward patience and careful observation. The cosmos reveals its secrets to those who approach with respect, persistence, and the peaceful curiosity that characterizes the finest scientific inquiry. Whatever we discover about 3i/Atlas in the coming weeks and months, the preparation process for potential cosmic citizenship has already strengthened humanity's capacity for international cooperation, peaceful exploration, and ethical consideration of our responsibilities as conscious beings in what may be a universe populated by intelligence beyond our current imagination. The educational frameworks, diplomatic protocols, and scientific methodologies developed for studying 3i/Atlas and preparing for potential contact will serve humanity well regardless of what cosmic discoveries await. These preparations represent investments in human wisdom and collaborative capability that advance our species' readiness for whatever challenges and opportunities the universe may present. If you have found peace and wonder in this exploration of cosmic possibilities, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more gentle journeys through the mysteries of science and cosmic discovery. Ring the notification bell to ensure you never miss these peaceful explorations of the remarkable universe we share. Your participation in this cosmic conversation matters deeply, because each person who engages thoughtfully with these profound questions contributes to humanity's collective preparation for whatever revelations await discovery. Whether you approach these mysteries through scientific training, spiritual contemplation, philosophical inquiry, or simple human curiosity, your perspective strengthens our shared understanding. Continue looking up at the night sky with wonder and curiosity, knowing that the points of light you see may include worlds where consciousness has evolved beyond our current understanding, while maintaining the same sense of awe and exploration that drives human curiosity about the infinite reaches of space and time. The journey of cosmic discovery continues with each clear night that reveals stars, each advance in scientific understanding, and each moment when human consciousness contemplates its place in the grand narrative of cosmic evolution. We are part of something magnificent and mysterious that extends far beyond individual lives to encompass the eternal dance of awareness awakening to itself throughout the universe. Thank you for joining me on this peaceful exploration of 3I/Atlas and the extraordinary possibilities it represents. May your days be filled with wonder at the beauty and mystery surrounding us, and may your nights offer clear skies for contemplating the cosmic home we share with whatever conscious beings may inhabit the vast reaches of space that stretch beyond our current understanding. Whether we stand on the threshold of confirmed contact with alien intelligence, or simply witness the most exotic natural phenomenon ever studied by human science, our shared exploration of these cosmic mysteries demonstrates the curiosity, collaboration, and peaceful intent that represent humanity's finest preparation for whatever adventures await among the stars. The universe continues to unfold new discoveries with each passing moment, and together we will continue exploring them with the patience, wonder, and collaborative spirit that makes such exploration meaningful and worthwhile. Until our next peaceful journey through the cosmos, keep looking up with hope and curiosity, for the stars hold secrets that will inspire and amaze conscious beings for countless generations yet to come.